Hi, my name is Luis. Well, it was about 8 months ago, give or take. Scarlett was a friend of a mutual friend, and we were hanging out at a local bar that is just around the corner from here, in my house. Jamie introduced us, and we just took off from there. We just started talking about music and movies, and I really liked her vibe, if you know what I mean. She likes anime just like me. She's into good movies, good music. She just seemed like this very extroverted person, and I'm more of an introvert than myself, so I found it interesting. And yeah, that's how I decided to, keep contact going. Yeah. Well, honestly, it was all just, amazing. And the first couple of months, we were really good friends, and we hung out all of the time. She would even come over to my house and just play video games, Mortal Kombat, all of that geeky stuff that I'm really into, and she seemed to love it. So I was just in pure bliss, honestly. I just wanted to enjoy every single moment that I could have, well, with her. Well, just overall the way I could be myself, right? She was the first person that I could actually feel like I could be myself to some extent. And I knew that she would appreciate it. There was some sort of confidence between us, which made it feel so real, if you know what I mean. And I was addicted to that feeling, being lonely most of the time. I needed that, and like I was really feeling like I was being listened to, and it's just a feeling that it's just great. It's just great, and she was very good at doing it. She was very good at doing it. There's this band that we love, a local band. They're called Big Naso. It's this band that the members are disguised as aliens, and they do like this jazz thing. They label themselves as intergalactic jazz. So I really love those guys. So they were coming to town, and I sent her the post that they announced on their social medias that they will be touring and that they would be here. And I was just like, I have to see them. And she knew that I really liked that band. And actually, I introduced her to the band when we started talking. And this concert thing was about 3 to 4 months into our relationship. And I just was very excited, and I sent her the post, like, boom. And honestly, I was expecting something like, hey, let's get tickets. Like, of course, we're gonna go, right? Something like that. But there was actually no reply at all. And I remember just sitting in chat, in the chat, the iMessage chat, and just looking at the three little dots, that appears when someone's typing, and then disappearing, and then reappearing, and then disappearing. So I was having I was really confused about why was she doing that, because I thought that she would really want to come with me. I knew she liked the band too, because we talked about it a lot, and it just threw me off. I was like, I felt like something was wrong, like very wrong, right? Like, well, that something was about to happen, something bad was about to happen. And so I just decided to ignore it, just like that. And then when I heard the notification thing go off, and I checked my phone, and that was her, it was just a little thumbs up, and nothing more. It was just a thumbs up. That's it. And I felt really strange. I felt like something was crumbling. And I tried to, like asking how she's been, and, how's work, or like, are you doing something this weekend and stuff? And we started hanging out less and less and less. And those 3 a.m. long talks about music and memes and stuff just started disappearing. It was just not happening anymore. And I was just so confused. Like, I didn't know what was happening. my anxiety even triggered, and I was thinking like, it was that something I did? Did someone tell her something about me, like a gossip? Or I'm a general chill guy, so there's nothing that, you know, could put me in a spot like this. So I was just overthinking the whole time, like, what's going on? What's going on? And when I finally just said, you know, I have to find out, that's when I sent her a message like, hey, please, what's going on? You know, like, I'm feeling that you're actually avoiding me for some reason. We didn't go to the concert. I didn't even go by, I didn't want to go by myself, so I just didn't go. And she knew this. We just started not talking about anything. So I just sent her a message like, hey, what's going on? And she didn't reply. She just left me unseen. She just opened the message and left me unseen. And that was very, very, it was sad. It was very sad, and I felt betrayed. You know, I just didn't understand, and I had high hopes for that relationship, and I mean, I blame myself too, to some extent, because I had high hopes. Yeah, so fast forward a couple weeks, and I wanted to get over it, you know, just not think about it, you know, just work and my family, my dog, you know, just taking care of myself at the moment. And that's when I heard the iMessage thing again, and it was a message from her, and all it said was, hey, how's it going? It's been a while. That was it. And I just looked at the message, I understood the message, and I opened it, and honestly, I didn't even want to reply. So I just looked at it and just closed the app. That's it. I just closed the app. And that's when I learned that, you know, just take care of yourself. You just gotta do it. I don't care if I'm wrong about this. It's just my way of dealing with things. I knew the kind of person she was, thanks to all of those interactions and all of that. I just knew it, and I just didn't want to anymore. So I just did it. Honestly, I think that people ghost because they don't know how to communicate their feelings. They don't know how to ask for things. They don't know that they have to communicate and they have to ask for things. Like, no one's gonna read your mind about anything. You gotta talk. You gotta speak up. If you don't like something, if something is not right, like for you, or something makes you feel like, you know, it messes up with your emotions or something, you gotta talk about that. You gotta speak up. People ghost because they don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to speak up. They want to find someone that can actually read their minds and that can actually feel the way they feel about stuff. They just want to be happy. But in order to be happy, you gotta communicate stuff, right? No one's gonna read your mind. You gotta speak up. That's all you gotta do, man. That's all you gotta do. And honestly, if you don't want to keep talking to someone, or if you don't want to keep hanging out with someone, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. You gotta earn it. You gotta be, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Okay, listen, I don't like the way things are going right now. I'm gonna focus on, you know, college, I don't know, my job, just on myself, whatever the reason is. You gotta let that person know. You gotta communicate. Everyone's gotta communicate. And yeah,